They think I was born with the disease, but when I was born, the doctors told my mom she couldn't pass it on. So they kept telling her I was fine. And no, she's fine, she's fine. And I had like a white spot on my cornea. And my mom was like, no, I have this weird history, and we really want her to get checked out. And then when I was 2.5, we switched insurance, and she took me to her eye doctor. And I'd had a ulcer on my cornea, which is like a hole, for, they think, since I was born. So that's where like the scar damage came in. I like meditate watercolor painting. Like I meditate while I paint, so it's never like really anything specific. I like to evolve. My morning routine involves doing a steroid eye drop in my right eye to try to keep the red blood vessels out of my cornea. And then I have to wait 5-10 minutes for that until I can put on my contacts. And then I have 3 different kinds of eye drops, so I try to get all 3 of those in the first like 2 hours of waking up. My case is extremely unique, and everybody, like certain people have aspects of it, but the combination of it is, as far as anyone knows, unique to me. It's just a genetic eye disorder. That means the surface of my eye, so the cornea of my eye, isn't intact like a normal human being. There is an operation they can do where they basically scrape off the layers of your cornea until that scar damage will be gone, and it would even out my cornea. But the chances of my cornea growing back it's like a 70% chance that they would grow back. So it's not, I mean, I can function, so it's not, I mean, if I was unable to function properly, then they'd probably do it, but it's just not worth the risk.
So how does that affect in your normal daily routine?
It affects it, but I think I've gotten used to it, and I've just kind of accepted that that's my life and that's what I have to do. I think that's everything. Yeah, it's kind of impressive. So I have contacts and then 2 pairs of glasses. This pair's for, I used to only wear contacts in my left eye, and so, which is really weird, but my right eye kind of just couldn't handle putting something and taking something off of it. It kind of was like peeling off part of my cornea. So this is 2 different glasses. I never have 20/20 vision. It kind of fluctuates between like 20/40 to 2200 any given day. So I have like multiple pairs or prescriptions of glasses and contacts, and I kind of prescribe what to wear each day myself. So if I'm like seeing okay, then I'll wear a certain pair of glasses. If I'm seeing terrible, I'll wear a different pair of glasses.
Gotta see one step ahead. Gotta keep my eyes open all the time. They're coming after me. They're coming after me. I don't know why, but I'm not scared. I won't hide. I can stand and take the lies. I'm going flying. I'm going.
I'm definitely a more emotional person because of it. I had a really rough time as a teenager, but then I was also diagnosed with thyroid problems, which doesn't really help your emotions either. So it's definitely been very hard, and I had to really come to terms with the fact that I was going to have to take medication and do eye drops for the rest of my life. And I think that really sunk in when I was a teenager because I started having to take on more responsibility myself. I didn't have my mom come over and do eye drops in my eyes every hour. So I think when I was little, I didn't really get it. So I was fine. And it took me a long time to accept that it's just part of my life, and there's a ton of other people out there with a lot worse problems than I have, so I try to just stay grateful. But definitely, before I definitely get, anxious and go through all kinds of negative emotions up to doctor's appointments. And that's hard.
What's happiness for you?
What's happiness for me? It depends on my mood. It can go anywhere from having a really good cup of coffee in the morning to being with family and friends and just relaxed, to having a good doctor's appointment. I think I try to find some little tiny piece of happiness in everything I do and everything that's around me. So even if it's small, if you focus on the small, tiny, happy thing, then it overpowers the larger picture sometimes. For me. Does that make sense? Kind of.